Hello everyone, this is Yo's Home Cooking and I am Young. Today I am making marinated beef steak. The Korean name is Bulgogi. Bulgogi means it's cooked on fire. Then sliced sirloin or ribeye steak is marinated and cooked on the top of a table on a small charcoal grill. You can also cook in a skillet very easily, and it is just as delicious as cooking on a grill. Bulgogi is one of the most loved meat dishes in Korea. It is easy to make and can be fun and a romantic dinner too. This is a 1.5 pound sirloin steak. Flaming onion has the least fat, and second least fat is sirloin steak. So that's why I choose the sirloin steak today. And I'm going to slice really thin. As you see, I cut against the grain. I'm going to slice really thin. About 50% is frozen, so easy to cut or slice. As you see, it's pretty thin. I put it in the freezer and I let it thaw out. There was have 50% that are so easy to slice. Reason I cut across grain is help meat to be a little more tender and so not so chewy. That's why you cut all the meat against the grain. I slice thin as like a 1/8 inch, and it's about, depends on the size of your meat. It can be 3 inch. This is like a 3 inch wide. If you are close to Asian grocery store, especially in a Korean grocery store, they have pre-sliced the bulgogi meat for ribeye or sirloin steak, so you don't have to slice. This is 4 ounces of pear. Instead grating, all this I'm going to put in this and keep it. And this 4 ounce pear, I have 3 ounce onion, 4 cloves garlic, and ginger. This is about not quite big as my thumb size, 4 size. And ginger. Size ginger. Then you can use the food process or can use something like this, your mixer. 3 tablespoons of white wine, or you can use any kind of wine. I happen to have a white wine, so I'm using white wine. I pureed it, so this is 3 onion. And the cut is about 1/2 inch size. I like to wear glove. It's easy to mix. 3 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 teaspoons oil, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, 2 teaspoons of honey. Then add pureed onion, pear, garlic, ginger, sesame seed. That was 1 teaspoon of sesame seed. What do? You marinated this 2 hours, and I'm going to put onion in there. Now I'm going to let it sit for a couple hours, or you can make it ahead of time. You can marinate it, refrigerate it for overnight. If you don't want to use soy sauce, you can use coconut almond oil, or you can use regular almond oil, also gluten-free too. So most soy sauce has wheat. So if you want to do gluten-free, it'll be really good for regular almond oils. You can get at the most grocery store. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper too. That is totally optional. This can serve somewhere around 2 to 3 people. You can cut carrots like slice like this. This is the size of a matchsticks. I'm going to make a dipping sauce. I have 2 heaping tablespoons gochujang hot bean paste. This is a 2 tablespoons of doenjang, so bean paste. 1 green onion chop. 1 clove garlic crushed. 1 teaspoon honey. 1 teaspoon sesame seed. Teaspoon sesame oil. 2 tablespoons heaping tablespoon of hot bean paste. 2 tablespoons of doenjang bean paste. 1 teaspoon sesame oil. 1 teaspoon sesame seed. 1 green onion chop. 1 crushed garlic clove, and half teaspoon honey. And just mix really well together like this. And grease in a little bit of a pan. I use olive oil. This is the grill. Most Asian people use on the tabletop. You can make this bulgogi without this grill. And I add some carrots, about 1.5 ounce carrots. This pretty much is for the lobes, just like green onion. This is cooking it. It doesn't take long to cook. After you finish cooking, it takes only a couple minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes. Then you eat them after you're cooking. I like to add some this mushroom, any kind of mushroom you want, a little bit garlic to grill. Anything you want to use, you like to use it. Don't just overcook. If it's quick, as the steak doesn't take long. It's very thin. I turn it down to medium. This is all done. Then I'm going to remove it. It's almost done. Sometimes when I have a guest, I also use this for the cook guest to eat after it's done. Probably 10 is good, a little faster. I turn it down to medium high. Yes, put in olive oil and mushroom. And this is already done, meat is done. You say, as you cook, as you're eating. So you don't have to let it sit like this, like I do now. You can use choice of any lettuce. So you can use a butterhead lettuce, or red tip lettuce, or green leaf lettuce. Any kind of lettuce you want. Most Asian people or Korean people like to eat like this way. This has a little bit of the dipping sauce I made. Put some little bit of this. It has a fermented, so good. And then you can put a little bit add meat. And you want to add garlic or tomato or mushroom. It's totally up to you. You can cook sideways, or if you don't like it, you can completely. It's option. Put some little bit of rice. That is always an option too. You can do that. And like this, and like eat. So you can eat like this, or you just eat rice and bulgogi, or however you like to eat. Bulgogi is delicious regardless of how you like to eat. Yes. Very tender, very juicy. You can put in just like that. You want to make it small or bigger. This is by your choice. Here's how it is to make. It can have fun, romantic, while you're cooking the meat with your spouse or your partner, but also it can be fun with your friend too. Leftover meat can be used to make a bulgogi taco, a pizza topping, or making a bulgogi fried rice. Thank you for watching my videos. Please click on subscribe and the bell and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.